What is up, everybody? So I wanted to make this video really quickly because apparently I've been living under a goddamn rock for the past couple of days, because I completely missed the news that Cowboy Bebop, the live action version, has been completely canceled. There will not be a season 2. And the first emotion I felt was joy. An endless amount of joy. Netflix finally did the necessary dirty work and eviscerated this disgraceful adaptation of Cowboy Bebop. If you even want to call it an adaptation, just having that word slip out of my mouth, it's fucking disgusting. It hurts me to do that. And say what you want about the live action adaptation, whether it was good or bad to you, because I got a lot of mixed opinions in the comment sections of my Cowboy Bebop rant. But whether you liked it or hated it, this is not an adaptation, and calling it that is a disgraceful thing to other adaptations of anything. And if you don't believe me that this is a disgraceful adaptation of the original anime, because I had a lot of comments in my rant saying that they never watched the original, then check out the original anime, or even check out my video on why it is worth watching the original anime. And for the people that haven't watched the original anime, I don't think you understand how real fans of the original feel, because honestly for us, this feels like a bad dream, a fever dream. It feels like something out of the Twilight Zone, or an alternate dark reality where I just want to leave and escape. For you guys that haven't watched the original, it may just be bad, but for us who have watched the original, it is like a shit stain in a fucking gas station bathroom. It's just sad and pathetic, and you want to leave. It's disgusting. So like I said, I was very happy to hear that the live action Cowboy Bebop will not be getting a season 2. After this joy, after I was jumping up and down and cheering, a single tear ran down my cheek of sadness. And you may be wondering, after this epic rant, sadness? For this abysmal show, why? And mainly because of the loss of potential. Now, in a previous video that I made, I said that Cowboy Bebop had the most potential. Out of all the animes I've seen, I thought that Cowboy Bebop had one of the best chances to be a successful live action adaptation. Now, I didn't let myself get too much hope because of the history of anime live action adaptations, like Death Note, for example, Netflix's Death Note. So I didn't let myself get too much hope solely because of the amount of shit that has been in my mouth for live action adaptations. But due to the unique writing style of Cowboy Bebop, how there is no overarching plot, but individual plots per episode, it just sounded perfect for television. I mean, literally, it's every sitcom ever. So I don't understand how you could just fuck it up this badly. I mean, we could go down the list. Vicious, absolutely butchered. From the original, he was ominous, he was badass, he was calculating, to now he's a Saturday morning cartoon villain who's just basically a baby back bitch. Then you have Julia, who's now the main antagonist at the end of the fucking show. And I don't know who wrote this, maybe Shyamalan wrote this, I don't know, but there's that too. Then you have Faye, where I don't even know where to start with Faye. They just completely missed the mark with her. Then we have Spike, where I don't want to be too negative with Spike because he's kind of a hit or miss. My main criticism is that the actor is 50, and I said that in my rant, but I didn't really elaborate. He is 50, but he looks like he's in his mid-30s to late 30s. He looks very fucking good for 50. But my main issue is that if Spike was in his, if Spike in the anime was in his mid-30s or late 30s, then yeah, this dude could, completely play Spike. But Spike is in his mid to late 20s, a whole decade younger. So it just doesn't really work, because now you're really stretching it to say that this actor could pull off mid to late 20s. It just isn't working. And then the most baffling change of all, adding a plot, which again, as I said previously in this video, the biggest upside to Cowboy Bebop, especially making it into a live action, is the fact that it doesn't have an overarching plot. So then you add an overarching plot. How the fuck does that make any sense? In what logical world do you live in where you add more work for yourself to do that doesn't benefit you? Why? In the end, Cowboy Bebop is not getting a season 2. And I'm happy about it. I'm happy, but I'm slightly, just a shred of sadness enters my heart, knowing that another live action anime is chalked up as a failure. At least we're not getting a sequel like Death Note, where that got greenlighted, and we're gonna see that because that was popular. And that's another thing I was very surprised about. Sorry that this is kind of incoherent. The fact that Cowboy Bebop wasn't successful enough for a season 2, but Death Note was, because I thought it was gonna get enough hate clicks, but I guess not. I guess sci-fi is a more expensive genre. That makes sense. But man, I thought them hate clicks were gonna carry them. So all in all, the fact that we don't get a season 2, I'm happy about, but I'm sad of the lost potential. Especially, I'm sad about losing Jet. I think Jet was a really good cast. He did really good in this live action. It sucks to see him go. Even if we live in this wild alternate reality where we get another Cowboy Bebop live action, which we probably won't. But if we did, I know for a fact they're not going to be able to cast another Jet like him unless they cast the same fucking guy, but you know, that doesn't really usually work out. It's almost like hearing about Game of Thrones when people say, hey, maybe they'll, you know, remake Game of Thrones, and I have to live with the fact that if they do, no one's going to be able to play Tyrion like Peter Dinklage. It's just not going to happen for me. I think that was just an iconic role for him. So yeah, that's it. That's all my thoughts on it. So thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to this incoherent rant, basically. So, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing, and comment below what I should do next. I'll do movies, games, TV shows, anime, whatever. But again, thank you for watching.